What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all. Oh, that's right! Some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they? Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore, and we don't have anything valuable enough on us. You don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food, can they? Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work. Why don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new recipes in?
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here, and keep the change.
Oh, aren't you generous? Thank you for your patronage.
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper? Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Was it Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti? Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Could be. But now that Paimon thinks about it, there's something that's just not right about this guy. That's true. It really is. Very suspicious. Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll find out something about this guy that we can use. Of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti. Do you have one in stock?
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is what you like to read. But you should be able to find a copy somewhere on that desk over there. So, are you buying or not?
Let's...
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery. where the shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of adept. Seems like a pretty niche topic. Was there anything that stood out to you? The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the Archon War can sometimes cause plagues, monsters, or mutations. All of which sound pretty horrendous. Hey, wait a second! Paimon wonders if... Do you think those super evil hilly trolls we saw earlier were the mutations that the book's talking about? So, there used to be 5 main Yakshas, but supposedly only one of them is still alive today. Do you think that it could have anything to do with that Star Snatcher guy? No, surely not. He doesn't exactly give off the impression that he's been suffering for thousands of years. The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the gods for thousands of years, became bound by karma. Poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas would often descend into indescribable fits of terror, rage, or agony. It's so tragic. After everything they went through and all their years of protecting Lille, they got no reward and had to deal with so much suffering instead. Yep, Paimon thinks we've already summed up all the key points. So back to the matter at hand. The thing now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the fog of mystery that hangs... To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real Adeptus. His exorcism technique seemed real enough at least. But if we get our hopes up, there's further for them to come down. So it makes sense to investigate thoroughly first, just to be sure. Alright, let's head back to Wangshu Inn!
Flee at my command, foul demons! Flee! Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh. Looks like stars, and there are innocent bystanders here
I don't get it. Why didn't the Sigil of Permission do anything? Has the evil aura of these hilly churls grown in intensity?
Sigil of Permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar? Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power! No wonder he was able to scare those monsters away earlier!
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning that one's adeptal power is not in full flow. Were one but given another opportunity...
Well, as it happens, there goes another bunch of evil hilly churls over there. Should we leave them to you, then?
One suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one has overexpended one's adeptal powers. Otherwise, one would surely purge these infernal beings at once.
So you were just bragging after all. We were right to be suspicious. Come on, Traveler. Looks like it's up to us. Use your elemental sight and hunt them down. Oh, it's that Conqueror of Demons again. No wonder.
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exorcising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean... Yeah! Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he? So that means... Oh... Poor Xiao!
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears. My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence, so we shall part ways here.
Wait! Take us with you! We'll be a big help!
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
Well then... Oh! Consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now. Please?
Well, come on then.
So, Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this.
Paimon goosebumps.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma. You must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone gods.
Evil conquering!
Useless! Useless! Boring!
Bane of all evil. That must be the power you got for being a vigilant yaksha, right? Paimon's just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the...
Star Snatcher. I am aware of no Adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Useless! It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, the consequences would have been unthinkable. Now, this Star Snatcher you speak of. What is the situation?
Ooh, Paimon will tell you.
An Adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes, Yao?
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, an Adepti who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Whoops. Paimon spoke without thinking again. Oh, one more thing. That fake Adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
Wait. Truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you get for trying to fool us. And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Star Snatcher a lesson, you can bet he'll never dare to pose as an Adeptus ever again.
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
Who said anything about killing him?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways. I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a waking dream. But it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
Whoa. Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and something to reduce the temperature.
Reduce the temperature. Oh, some mist flowers will probably do, right? But as for the censer and the 7 lamps... probably not the kinds of things they're gonna just stumble across in the wild.
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. You should still be able to find some ceremonial items there. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use this art.
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
Ooh.
The spirit soars the mountains high, while the body rests as the world goes by.
Sorry to interrupt you, but...
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the tools of worship for their own ends.
We know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest.
For the Dream Trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the Adepti arts.
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that happening before.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case. Nothing that you need concern yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
This sensor should be fine, right? At least it isn't as run down as the shrine. So next, we just need to grab the 7 star lamps, right? The sooner we start, the sooner we'll be done. Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we leave. Huh? Where'd he...
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way.
Ah! It's that guy's voice! Hello? Where are you?
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion, created by the Adepti art known as mortal lingering. Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and sensor used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you. I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Yet my strength failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue, and so I took the liberty of performing this ritual here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
So, you two know each other then?
I sense his aura upon you. That and the heavy burden of his karma. Even after all these millennia, he still must endure such tremendous suffering. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed your life for Liyue, didn't you?
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear, death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions, but by the same token, it is hard not to be melancholy on the anniversary of one's death. The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two, and please pass on my regards to the Conqueror of Demons. By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. Paimon really hopes that at least someone will remember Pervases the Yaksha. We should get going. But let's come back here and make an offering sometime.
Have you gathered the items for the ritual? This sensor and these lamps. Their designs are flawless, almost as if they were made specifically for use in the Adepti arts. Where did you come by them?
Oh, and,
Pervases. Yes. This, as I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. Well then, let us begin preparing for the ritual. Place the censer in the middle, and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed. Yes, this will do. Now, the next step is the key to performing Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
seems like a real rigmarole.
Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole. Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Stop talking! I'm sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly. If you have no other questions, let us begin.
meditate. Ugh. Paimon really doesn't want to think about that fraud. Oh. It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire 1 arrow each at the glowing parts, right? At the ready. And we followed all the instructions to the letter.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two...
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless. Dead. Impossible. One was just lying in peaceful repose at Wangshu Inn. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an adeptus such as oneself, one must indeed be in a dream.
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams?
All right, time to take him down a peg. Hey! Get him!
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers when one needs them?
A touch of froth.
Hey, stop it! Stop it! Ow! What's that? Please stop! I surrender! I surrender! Yes, I do. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two? Please, great Adepti, spare my life. I won't do this ever again.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti.
You deceive the masses with quackery. Masquerade as an adeptus. Exorcise demons without exterminating them. And display a callous lack of regard for life. One day, you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives, there is no redemption.
Seems like Shell's...
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name? It really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might meet the conqueror of demons, the vigilant Yaksha himself.
You know about...
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned the tales of the conqueror of demons at his knee. To this day, I'm an avid collector of books concerning the Yakshas. But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission while rummaging through my grandfather's personal effects, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun. But slowly, I began to stray further and further from the righteous path.
Huh. So does...
Yes. Thank you. Please, allow me to swear this. I swear.
I will remember.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for your forgiveness.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath. Oh, wait.
Star Snatch. He signed in here under the name Wong Ping An. He's already checked out. Ah, yes!
Talking fair.
Well, anyway.
How strange. Come on, open. Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice treats. Along with, Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time. Yeah. Ah, there you are. We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my...
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled ticker fish.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not like Xiao.
Ticker fish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Huh.
By what... Was there anything else? I am accustomed...
Uh-huh. And so...
Ugh, too salty. One with my blade.
May knowledge...
The healthiest drink is tea.
Please, it's straight on.
I'll watch your back.
Ready for trial. You've got it! You got it! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon? So close, so close! Stay cool! Whoa! Nice catch! You've got it! You got it! Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already! Victory is almost ours! Paimon thinks you've earned yourself a new title! Favonius Fish-Catching Extraordinaire! So close, so close! Victory is almost ours! Whoa! Nice catch! Yeah! You nearly got him! Ooh, look at that! Quick, let's go show it off! You've got it! You got it! Yay! Time to celebrate! Yeah.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here, if you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
This is the Outlander Affairs Agency. Please have... Why in the world can't I use my permit?
You've completed the entry procedures, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you, but as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it could be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Take this!
Just what will we come across this time?
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the international... Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else. Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon... But this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well,
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association, and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, are you...
Got it! We're...
How boring.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? Haha, very funny. Real fixers don't need to refer to themselves that way. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret, got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Kurisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. so...
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've... Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in...
Really? Is that all?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Mondstadt? Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
Oh, it's
working! So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to. Huh? What is this?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Leah Harbor.
Leah. Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging the...
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on. Evidence? Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after... As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well then...
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Should I close early? Which one should I choose? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Sorry. I need to think about it. Ah, real.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Now, who?
Too close! That's too close! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we made less noise.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers. Which one should I choose?
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we made less noise.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Which one should I choose?
If you want to
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now,
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
He's getting...
what was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there. Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete
Great! Well, now we... Huh? You're...
I need...
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward...
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers. Please step forward and complete this form in order to stay free.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that—
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay.
But, Chief!
Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. He's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection—
Paula? What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
It's not like I'll get any customers.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. The blessing now 10% off. Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. And I shall bless.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted, too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps yes, of course. I can...
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the... Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should... Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so... Did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Kamura Tea House to settle the score.